Okay guys, so I've just been doing some downloads, okay, and I've been writing them down, right, so here we have the Eight of Swords, the Moon card, and the Nine of Swords. The Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Judgment spell. The Judgment card, but it is something to do with spell work, so that's why it's just plopped on out, right? Judgment. It is to do with spell work, okay? This is to do with a karmic ex, a karmic twin flame, a false twin flame. It could even be to do with a friend of yours who has a karmic friend or a karmic soulmate who has an obsession, okay, with your energy. I don't know. So what I've got, this is a spell work, what I've been channeling, what they are doing. Okay, so we've got Talk to Me spell. We've got Message Me first spell. Okay, we've got Come Back to Me spell. But they are doing these spells using the moon, okay? So they do this spell work at night, some of it, not all of it, but some of it at night, okay? Love Me Again spell, right? Mental entrapment, Eight of Swords, it's some sort of mental entrapment. Obsess over me spell, because they want you dreaming about them and thinking about them all the time with this obsession magic, yeah? They've been trying to look into your future, okay? Paying people to look into your future, and they're doing severe divination abuse because they want to be in your destiny. It's someone also who looks up to you. So you could be up here and they're looking up to you. It could be someone who wants to try and come on up off the back of your energy. So it's someone who wants to come on up off the back of your energy. That is for some, okay? They are under judgment because they've been calling on ancestors, ancestral magic. They've been calling on ancestors. So did I say about the Come Back to Me spell? This is what they're doing. Dream About Me spell. Again, so you're up. You know what I mean? You could be waking up in the middle of the night and it could be one of the first things you think of because of this obsession magic. You know, love me again. Have sex with me spell. Okay? Pleasure yourself spell. So that'll fall under sex magic. But this is so they can exchange energies with you in order to create a soul tie and an energetic cord to your energetic field, because it's somebody who's obsessed with your energy. Okay? Then they've been doing a lose faith spell. Lose faith in Archangel Michael. Okay? Lose faith in the Most High. Broken Bonds spell. Now they have been, with the Three of Pentacles, they have been collaborating with other people to do this. Broken Bonds spell. Anyone who you've formed a bond with, it was all the fours there. Anyone who you've formed a bond with, or anything, they want that person to, emotionally detach from you, to walk away, to leave you, or to break your heart. It's a heartbreak spell. And I don't know how the bloody do this shit. I really don't. Right. So I can't even write it down there because there's not enough space. So broken heart spell. This could be somebody who wants you to go back to them crying on their shoulders and asking for help. They want you to lose faith in the Most High. They want you to lose faith in yourself. They want you to lose hope in humanity too. Save me spell, okay? Because somebody wants you to go running back to them in order for you to save them when they've been creating so much carnage. Yeah, they've invested a lot of time, money and energy into this. 555 on the clock there, because they're really passionate about dark spell work, and they're really passionate about coming back into your life to keep performing spell work on you, divine masculine, divine feminine. I don't know why. It could be because they know you've got Christ love. They know that you are embodying Christ consciousness, okay? And they want you to, hold on, lose faith spell in the divine. Star of David could be significant. I said about like awakening to the fact that Jesus lives in us all. The Most High can work through us all. But a lot of people want to go and work with some sort of demonic spirits because they Eye of God there. Eye of God there. Saturn energy there. Neptune and Venus energy. So quite possibly doing some sort of a beauty spell. Okay. Because they don't want you to feel beautiful. And then with this Knight of Wands, they don't want you to have any passionate love or passionate connections with anyone else other than them. So this again could be a fake false twin flame, somebody who you left, somebody who you walked away from, or even a friend who's got some mad obsession with you. We've got courage there. And restoration, God's strength. So don't lose faith and hope in the divine is the main surrounding energy. God's strength. Divine messenger. You could be seen as a divine messenger, or you may be going to messengers to get these messages. Universal truth. And quite possibly, so we've got Michael, Gabriel, Zafkiel, Haniel, Raziel, Kamael or Shamuel. I think that might be an older way of pronouncing Shamuel or Shamael. I think. Yeah. So we have got like unicorn. Okay, so something about you is really majestic, really magical. Okay, 909. And they want your good magic. They want your good energy. But they need to understand that you've got a purpose to fulfill. And with this dark energy, these bloody spell works, they're making you lose motivation, or they want you to lose motivation. They want you to be sad. They want you to be demotivated. Yeah. They want to make you off balance. Again, attacking your heart. So a lot of heart chakra magic, quite possibly a lot of different chakra magic, but a lot of root magic and solar plexus magic, because they're trying to demotivate you, okay? And they want you to waste your time and energy on running back to them. So they get in your energy field, it's something surrounding, they want to attach a cord to your energetic field, but it's like they also want to bind you and blindfold you and have you caged in and feeling trapped, maybe some sort of a soul trap, a soul tie, trying to demotivate you, stop you from fulfilling your purpose. And maybe they need to understand that your heart is not to be played with. I'm getting loving you is a losing game. Your heart is not to be played with. And the way this is, with the heart and the key, somebody wants the key to your heart so they can keep pulling on your heartstrings and keep piercing your heart. This is because you've got a good heart and you have been very passionate about what you do in life, and they don't want to see you putting passion or time into anybody or anything other than them, because they want you to become obsessed with them. We've got Raziel, Gabriel, again, Raziel, Zafkiel. Heavy on the Zafkiel energy. There's 3 Zafkiels out here. There's 2 Gabriel cards out here. Again, God is my strength, God's strength. He who is like God. So they don't want you to embody this. This is why they want you to lose hope and faith in the divine. Something surrounding balance, restoration. There we go, balance, restoration and harmony. Balance, restoration. Restoring faith in humanity, because that even goes with, even though it's scrappy, lose faith spell. 13:13 on the clock there. Lose faith spell. But maybe hopefully this will restore your faith in humanity. Something surrounding, they don't want you to have an understanding of what's going on in the world and what's going on around you, because there's a lot of dark people trying to do dark things. Accept disappointments gracefully. So there's something surrounding, they want you to be disappointed all the time. Disappointed in yourself, or disappointed in other people, or disappointed in humanity, or disappointed with yourself and who you are. Take the lead, because you're a leader. Seek hidden treasure, and that hidden treasure is within yourself, divine masculine, divine feminine. Do something different. So maybe you do things differently, and somebody or something, someone around you from past, family, friend, they don't like how you do things or how you see the world, because they've not got your outlook on life. Shine your light, and people are not liking your life, your light, what you've got, yet they want your light. So it don't make sense, really. It doesn't make sense. So this could be somebody who doesn't understand themselves. They don't understand themselves. Okay? These people could be going on a spiritual awakening themselves. Okay? And you are admired, divine masculine, divine feminine. But that's natural admiration without doing any of these low vibrational things. But somebody wants people to look at them the way they look at you, and they really want your life, your purpose. So some friend, family, some sort of karmic or false flame doesn't like your light because they want it for themselves. Okay, so gone under a lot of attacks. Live your soul, not a role. And then we've got reassess. Reassessing and re-evaluating who you have around you, or trying to find out who is doing this to you, because I'm getting that this person really needs some sort of healing. We've got Raphael, but there's plenty of people out there who work within healing who can help these people. And if you feel that you've had enough of this spell work and you want to move forward, and you've just had enough of this divination abuse done to you, divine masculine, divine feminine, they need to go on off, and they need some sort of counselling. They need some sort of a therapist, occupational therapist, 1717, to go on their own transformation. So this is Metatron energy. Yeah, it does say Metatron there, but I've just seen that there. So instantly when I see that, I think of Archangel Metatron. Angel of the Presence. Somebody doesn't want you to be in the present moment and in the here and now. Somebody wants you to be stressed out with things what's gone on in the past. Maybe losing hair, and again losing sleep. Being blindfolded to the truth and shutting you off from love. But there's something surrounding what I've got coming through is be open to love. Open up your heart chakra again. And if you've not got no partner, 1818, if you've not got no lover, love yourself. Okay? Go with the flow. And yeah, let the love flow from you freely without giving high expectations. Something surrounding accepting people at who they are now. Going with the flow. And this is your wake-up call. This is your wake-up call from the divine, because you are being called into vibrating into a higher vibrational frequency. And we've got refine your attention. See what it is someone, people, this could be neighbours, it could be friends, it could be family members, karmic ex, a false fake twin flame, whatever you want to call these people, karmic friends, karmic soulmates, who need to accept what is dying, which is the relationship. Because there's something surrounding a relationship cannot be restored because they've done too many bad things. So a relationship cannot be restored in some cases because they've deliberately done too much spell work in order to cause heartbreak, and they've collaborated with people to persistently abuse, divination abuse, okay? So if you are single, go back to love yourself, nurture yourself first, and do all things in moderation, because quite possibly somebody is feeling really weighed down with all this, what's going on around them, and going within yourself and strengthening your gifts, what the Most High give you. Imagine solutions. So you could be a problem solver, okay? And there could be people around you who are creating problems through spell work, okay? Just so you're awake all night trying to solve someone else's problems. So you could be really good at solving problems, yet there's something surrounding your energy where people want to create problems and bring problems and issues. Yeah, love yourself. Love yourself. Okay? Open up your heart to love yourself. The Queen of Scrolls. Bird's nest in reverse. Something surrounding flying the nest. Maybe practicing grounding, meditation, and operating out of a heart space. Operating out of peace, love and light, as difficult as what it can be. The number 13 could be significant as it's there. Okay, and then we've got the moon. So people could be doing moon magic. Something surrounding a key to the universe, and they're trying to manipulate people into turning against you for a laugh. Caught in the ruins, and have you like locked up? Have you locked up? Somebody wants to get you locked up in this connection. Somebody is trying to get you locked up via doing too much spell work on you. Or you could have been locked up because somebody was doing spell work on you. Okay? Because they don't want you to be up in the air. Treasure hunting. Okay, but the treasure is within. The treasure is within yourself. So looking for the treasure, what is within you. Working on yourself and trying not to focus on saving these karmics or these false fake twin flames, because they're creating a lot of carnage, and then they want you to be feeling like you need to be saved. Save me spell. Feeling like you need to be saved. There's something surrounding a birth, okay? Something surrounding a child or children. And then we have Archangel Gabriel again. So if people have been trying to affect a birth, a labour, or child or children. Because they want to flip, we've got two worlds in reverse. Someone wants to flip your world upside down. Something surrounding a fated meeting. Time after time, a fated meeting, a fated event. So if you are single, there is marriage in your future, or you could have just got married, okay? Or this could be somebody who you married in the past and left, or you thought you was going to marry. This could be someone who was involved in doing this. So for some, and this is not for everybody, could be something surrounding a divorce in the past and they want you to come back. Wedding vows. We've got diversity and trying to divert the course of your destiny, and the Ark of Covenant. So you have got a really strong connection to the divine, to the Most High. And this is going back they've been calling on ancestors to do some wicked things, because there's a wicked, sinister energy what's been surrounding you your whole life. But ancestors are here for you. Look. For some of you, but not everybody, you could be a psychic medium. And some people could be jealous of that, but this is a collective reading, okay, and it may not resonate word for word. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But for some of you, 27 on the clock there, very strong connection to the angelic realm, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. And again, someone's jealous of your divine connection. And if you are single and you know you're loving yourself, then at the right time, at the right place, there's going to be a fated meeting. A fated meeting. And there's going to be a windfall of abundance. Something about being showered with love and affection. Got two worlds in reverse when two worlds collide. Showered with love and affection. Oh, this is exciting. A fated meeting. Maybe somebody from your past, a karmic. Somebody could have been seen as your twin flame at some point, or you thought they was your twin flame, but they turned to the dark side, and maybe they let the darkness consume them. But even if they did turn to the dark side and let the darkness consume them, then there is help out there in order for them to restore their connection with the divine. So that's if you are a karmic, and if you've been doing something like this, just stop, think about what you're doing, yeah? Stop doing this silly little spell work and this obsession magic. Restore your connection, your own connection to the divine. Mars energy. So could have been under a lot of spiritual warfare. Could have been warring. Somebody could be getting mad that you're not messaging them and the spell work doesn't seem to be working anymore. So you are a light worker, okay? You are a light worker. The light works through you, and there's something surrounding. Somebody wants you to come to the dark side, like them. And we've got the Oracle of Delphi, because they're not an oracle, okay? They can't read oracle cards. They don't know that there is something surrounding. And again, this is not for everybody, but there is something surrounding you. Could either be a psychic, a medium, or for some of you, a psychic medium, and people around you are extremely jealous. You've Egyptian ancestors, one of keys. And then we've got the Akashic Library in reverse. Somebody around you has been trying to access your Akashic Library, flip it upside down, and even rewrite your past life, okay? And your destiny. Somebody wants to rewrite your destiny. Somebody wants you to forget who you are. And again, lose faith and broken bonds, betrayal, heartbreak, okay? Because you are the light of this world. I told you this. You're a light worker. It was 31 on the clock. Because you are the light of this world. You're a light worker. You've got a big mission on this planet, and somebody is wanting a higher level commitment with you, or if you are already married and in a relationship, this is a divine connection. And if you are single, there's a commitment. Somebody wants to commit. Will, wisdom and mind, but there's somebody who surrounding you. Could even be people like neighbours. This could even be neighbours who was dead against you, doing spell work as well, dark spell work. Who wants you to lose your will to live, basically. They don't want you to be so wise. They don't want you to wise up to what's going on around you, because they want to blindfold you and have you feeling trapped. Mind, and somebody who wants to mess with your mind and change the way you think and have you come or become mad, angry, and work out of brokenness, or work out of your lower self. So maybe they don't want, we've got the King of Scrolls, so it could be masculine or feminine, or somebody 3322 who wants to be seen as a king. But Jesus Christ is king. This could be someone who also is that obsessed with you, that they want to walk up to you and snatch that lantern out of your hand, because they want that lantern by themselves. But there's a long list. Oh, we have a King of Scrolls coming. Oh, look, and it matches. So someone is your match. So this could already be someone who you are with right now, who you are married to, or you are engaged to. This could be your divine counterpart. And for some, divine masculine, divine feminine, if you are single, there is a commitment coming towards you. Oh, this is cute, isn't it? Someone who, because you may have felt like, no, you may be worried and stressing that no one's going to understand you, or no one's going to understand what you've been through, and you could have suffered a lot of heartbreak. And also with broken bond spell, somebody wants to break a bond what you have with the Most High. If you have child or children, they want you to sever that bond between your child or children. because they are jealous of this commitment, what you've got coming in, or you're already in. King of Scrolls, Queen of Scrolls. Wow. Something surrounding, reflecting on the good things in life. Divine Feminine, there is another masculine coming towards you. So I'm getting, there is, for the Divine Feminine, if you are single, there's multiple men coming towards you, but it's your choice who you choose to be with. Yeah, Archangel Gabriel. It's your choice. We've got loving elementals. Love block spell. So a lot of heart chakra magic, because they want you to be shut off from love and go crawling, something to do with going crawling back to them, because surrounding this energy, this is what I am picking up, they want you to go crawling back to them. It's somebody who wants to be seen as, for the Divine Feminine, they want to be seen as your king, and they want you to be like, bow down to me and to serve them, but it's not been equal give and take. Maybe a past relationship, a karmic relationship, a twin flame or something like that, who's been doing some stupid things with spell work. They don't want equal give and take, and they don't want balance either, because this is someone who wants you to be off balance. I'm getting with this, if you're lost and you look, then you will find me time after time. That's a bit deep, isn't it? And at the top of here, you are so beautiful to me. So someone thinks you are really beautiful on the inside and on the out. So make sure you love yourself. Yeah, love yourself. While you are going on this transformation, and there could be someone who's trying to stop your manifestation. Standalphon, and we've got Metatron, we've got Archangel Uriel, who's helping you clear that energetic field and help you with your meditation and practicing forgiving those, because they really wanted to ruin your self-esteem. Somebody wanted you to ruin your self-esteem via spell work and trying to deliberately break your heart, like setting out deliberately, like somebody, karmic, karmic soulmate, false twin flame, fake twin flame, karmic ex, whatever, was very passionate, and they invested in a lot of time, money and energy into trying to break your heart. Deliberately tried to break your heart, because they invested a lot of time. It was like a mission to, this is just for some, it was like a mission to this person to deliberately set on out and break your heart. But again, we've got Archangel Uriel, who's helping clearing that energetic field, because going back to this, what I was channeling, pleasure yourself spell, like they want you to pleasure yourself over them, so they can exchange energies with you in order to create a soul tie and an energetic cord to your energetic field. But there's something surrounding forgive those who trespass against us. Because they've really, for some of you, tried to mess with your energetic field, mess with your life. For some, for the love of money, and for some, for the love of some sick gains, because somebody really wanted to ruin your self-esteem. Okay, they wanted you to look in the mirror and not like your own reflection, or this could be someone who looks in the mirror and they don't like their own reflection. So going back to loving yourself, forgiving people who's done you wrong, not for them, but for yourself, okay? And maybe if you've done things or you've said things, like if you've been going through a lot and you've got something surrounding a drinking problem or something, then transform yourself. And surrounding this energy, there's jealousy, because you are seen as an inspiration to others around the world or in your local hometown, city, state, continent. Nearly said titty then. Yeah. Because you are here to help bring healing. So maybe your energetic field, maybe your energy is naturally healing. And that could be why people are trying to create some sort of soul tie and bind themselves to you, because there's something surrounding a karmic ex, false twin flame, fake twin flame, or karmic soulmates who, again, want to come up off the back of your energy, and somebody wants you to stress out, obsess about them, think about them, so you always seem to be mentioning them, because somebody wants to do you wrong. So there is somebody who wants to do you wrong, or was somebody at some point who wanted to do you wrong. Because you want to bring balance. And someone could be really jealous of how much of an inspiration you are to others. And again, for some, being a psychic medium, and that's not for everybody in my collective, but that is for some, a psychic or a medium or a psychic medium. With this grace of God, somebody wanted you to be seen as a disgrace, to lower your self-esteem, trying to make you look in the mirror and feel ugly or something. There's like a malicious type of energy. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse, because somebody can't let you go. Somebody doesn't want to see you move forward. And if they see you moving forward, they will do something to bind themselves to your soul, or they want you to forget about the bad things they've done, forgive them and come back to them, but they're only going to keep doing the same things, which is why this has just fallen out, where they want to flip your full world upside down. Yeah, because somebody's had their full world flipped upside down. That could be from a third party, that could be from friends, that could be people who's wearing a mask and make out like they love you. And it could be people who, this person or these people who you celebrated with at one time was all wearing a mask because they wanted to be a dream snatcher. Okay. Maybe nightmares and stuff, because they wanted to take control of your life. Do you real, you divine masculine, divine feminine, because they didn't want this encounter, this fated meeting. Maybe they could be jealous of your connection to ancestors. And they really wanted to hold you back and bring further injustice. This could be an earth sign masculine. It doesn't have to be, or you could be an earth sign masculine. It doesn't have to be an earth sign, but heavy on the Capricorn energy, the Libra energy, Virgo, Taurus. So this could be your reading, or this could be their this could be theirs. And then there's been a lot of injustice, but what we've got, like a lot of corruption, a lot of justice, a lot of corrupt things could have gone on, okay? A lot of injustice, a lot of manipulation, but we've got justice here, and you've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom in the process, and it's helped you get an understanding of how divine you actually are. This is why people do these things, because of your divine energy, and they want it. Miracle. Righteousness of God. Look. Little like lamb, little sheep. Like innocence, purity, and then balance, because they've tried to knock you off balance. God has healed. We've got Raphael. God has healed. So you could have needed to heal. You could need, there's a lot of healing energy. Raphael. Because Raphael is here to help you heal from any of your past experiences. And if a karmic ex, family members, friends, neighbours or whatever has been doing stupid spell work, it's just clearing that, because there is a lot of injustice and people trying to hold you back from either loving yourself or getting in a new connection. Wedges. Because the sun, with like a new connection, a new love, or a marriage proposal or commitment, there's a lot of abundance coming with that if you are not already in a commitment. Something surrounding motivating yourself again, okay? Flipping world upside down. Spiritual awakening. Evolution. Evolving into, you've outgrown some people. You have outgrown some people. You came here to perform miracles. Okay, you could be really creative, and a lot of people have seen your potential, divine masculine, divine feminine. They've seen your potential, and something surrounding, somebody wants you to doubt yourself, but Archangel Uriel is clearing that out. Manifesting from a good place, manifesting from love, manifesting from your heart, restoring justice, balance, peace and harmony in your life. Working on your self-esteem, because maybe some people may have tore you apart and deliberately toyed with your heart, wanted to pull on your heartstrings, so quite possibly surrounded by people who are emotionally manipulating, who just want to steal your dreams and the good things you have and really mess with your mental health. Again, flip your world upside down and having you lose hope, having you lose faith. Having you lose hope and faith. So maybe taking back the reins, pulling the reins back because people have been trying to derail you. Divine masculine. People have been trying to derail you. Emperor energy, Two of Swords in reverse. Maybe you are seeing through that. Maybe you are seeing through this now. Having the courage and the strength to keep moving forward and fulfill your soul purpose and your destiny. If you feel the need, to spend time on yourself, do your meditating, good, great, love yourself and that, but do not hide yourself from the world. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that reading there. I think that was a bit more positive and upbeat. Maybe try not to go into the past too much and stress out about things that have already happened. Yeah, balance in reverse, because that's what someone or something surrounding you, connected to you, or has been connected to you, who you could have left a long time ago, but they want you to come back. But all they want to do is keep knocking you off balance. Because of how your garden grows. How you seem to bloom and blossom, and somebody doesn't want you to, again, outgrowing them. Because you've outgrown some people who refuse to give you respect, who refuse to treat you correctly, and something surrounding people who just want to abuse you and knock you off balance and mess with your mental health because they are jealous of your journey. Judgment. People have been warned multiple times also. Yeah, some people, but this is just for some of it, people have been warned multiple times to stop what they are doing with this stupid spell work, these binding spells, this something to do with entrapment and moon magic, and thinking they can keep it secret, all the dark spell work they've been doing. Because someone wants it to just be a secret, loving elements that they're trying to take all the love from you, constantly break your heart and have you laid awake at night. Divine Physician in reverse, because they've decided to work for darkness. Wow. No. They decided to serve darkness, and it is a choice. We've got a Queen of Wands in reverse. This could be a Jezebel type of energy, a dark witch who's decided to serve darkness and wants to continue doing the stupid spell work. And will she ever learn is what I'm getting. Will she ever learn? Yeah, all she wants to do is cause heartbreak. because she wants to be seen as powerful. Wow, this is a dark witch, yeah, and she doesn't want to see you happy. Doesn't want to see you love yourself. Doesn't want to see you have a high self-esteem. Doesn't want to, this feminine doesn't want you to be courageous. This feminine wants you to think that you are mentally weak. And still could be a masculine energy who was going to a dark witch to get this done. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, to continue injustice after injustice. Because with the 4 of Swords, they are jealous. And they are operating out of darkness. So could be death spells involved. Because they want to continue divination abuse and malicious spell work. Because they're obsessed with doing, some of these people, they're obsessed with doing dark things. They're obsessed with bringing darkness into other people's life, time and time again. And they wonder why they can never gain peace. And they wonder why they've lost the love of Jesus Christ. They wonder why they've lost the divine connection. Because with the muse, somebody could be trying to stop you from doing music for some. Somebody could be trying to stop you from singing, dancing, or being happy because they're jealous. And someone is very, very jealous that you're connected to Jesus. 56 there on the clock. And someone can't do oracles. Okay? So time and time again with this karmic trench, somebody's trying to dig up your past and open wounds, what you healed. Someone's trying to dig up your past. Somebody wants you to keep on a repetitive cycle where you go insane. That is for some. And this also could be somebody linking to somebody who's in some sort of position of power, who's not got the love of Christ, who does mirror magic, and they're very egotistical. So this is somebody who does mirror magic, they're very egotistical, they could come and do mirror magic on you because they're jealous and they are envious. So there's a lot of mirror magic energy. We've got master artisan. They don't want you to master your emotions. Some people do not want you to master your emotions. They want you to operate out of a place of darkness because of some corruption and injustice and heartbreak. A lot of heartbreak. Also, these karmics who are jealous, they're emotionless. Okay? They are emotionless. And some of them have either lost their soul or sold their soul because they want to serve darkness. That's why they are just egotistical 24/7. That's why they can't heal, and that's why they've not got Christ's love. As you're trying to restore balance and alchemize, okay, they're doing the dark side of mixing stuff together and launching attacks. Michael, this could be surrounding your inner beliefs, your core values, and how you perceive the world, or how you perceive them. And a lot of people know you've got a lot of potential. You could be very artistic, angel of the luminous, bright spark for some, and again inspirational. But you see this female figure, Haniel, is pointing up and down. So you could have been up and down, okay? Somebody wants you to be up and down. Focusing on the most high, but keeping your feet on the ground. Yeah, and keeping that connection with the divine, because someone's trying to sever your connection. Angel of the present, okay? The present moment. Venus energy and earth, connecting to the earth. And you could be into science, okay? You could be very scientific, you could be very analytical, you could be quite logical and theory based. And there's something surrounding, somebody wants you to feel like irrational, all het up, but try and forgive them because they know not what they have done, or maybe they do know what they've done and they continue to do it because they are jealous. A lot of jealous energy. Shadow side, they need to go within and do some shadow work. Some of them need to go on soul searching, but if they are set in the darkness and they have no soul and they just roam around in ego and think, oh, look at me, you know, I'm just pure egotistical and I'm going to keep doing mirror work on you because what you're going to do about it, I mean, I don't even know how to do this mirror magic shit, but I've had people do it on me and my kids and they need to pack it the fuck on in. I'm just saying. And grow up. Yeah. Childhood, 6 of Cups, because they are unhealed. But again, they persistently pop on off and do spell work because they don't like happy family. Got the Hanged Man in reverse. Maybe you are highly ranked spiritually and they can't stand that. Someone wants to be seen as a star. This could be your karmic ex. This could be somebody who wanted your position. Okay? And somebody who wanted your love story or your love life for themselves. Yeah, they love to pop on off to witches and warlocks to create illusions and confusions and bring injustice. Somebody who wants to just bring injustice. Yeah, this Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody who is constantly launching multiple attacks because they can't stand the fact that maybe you outrank them spiritually. Look. You've got here, Curvin. This could be someone who's linking to a Curvin. And quite possibly you've outranked the full Curvin spiritually. And they don't like that. They'd be putting you through the trenches. You could have been through some sort of trenches. One pack. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that there. Keep working on your connection with the divine. Fulfilling your soul mission, your life path, your destiny. And moving forward on your journey. Leave these karmics behind. Okay? Because there's something surrounding you. You've got work to do. And even if right now you don't want to commit into a relationship, commit to yourself and birth a new beginning. Some of these people, these karmics, they've lost Archangel Uriel too. But now, hopefully, even if you feel like you've had a derail and a detour because of what's going down, you're back on track, okay? The light of the world in reverse. Don't let the darkness consume you, okay? Transmute that. Transmute that negative energy back into light. Because there's some sort of business opportunity or something coming towards you, and this could get you out of a sticky situation financially if you are struggling with your finances. Somebody wants to bear the fruits of your labour. Somebody wants to enjoy your harvest. After all these things, someone wants to bear the fruits of your labour after all these attacks. We've got a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio masculine, who wants to have the fruits of your labour, who's been involved in trying to break your heart. We've got Karma in reverse, because they've been performing some sort of rituals under the moon. And this King of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be doing something surrounding taking some of your hard work. This is where this injustice comes on in, taking some sort of knowledge because they've been popping it off and doing bloody spell work. Karmic masculines, karmic feminines. Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone who's very cold-hearted, selfish, self-absorbed, arrogant. This could be masculine or feminine. Egotistical. This could be someone who works in the justice system. Doesn't have to be. But we have Gemini energy. Gemini. We've got Libra. We've got Leo energy. We've got Pisces energy. We've got Taurus energy. Okay. Aquarius energy. Somebody is watching you. This could be one of your karmics. They just want to watch you all the time. That could be because they're lacking the angels around them because of some sort of rituals, what they are performing. Or, for some, this is a karmic friend who's spreading nothing but bad news about you. Nothing but bad news. I don't know what's going down. I've mixed these cards up now. But again, a lot of jealousy. Derail you. Not liking your journey or your life path. Gemini. Aquarius. Libra again. Sagittarius energy. This could be any of your star signs or any of their star signs. Forgive those who trespass against us. Vouchers, vouchers, vouchers. Setting your course. Maybe there's something to do with coursework, okay? It could be a university, or maybe you are being called to study more. And this also could be somebody spying on you or watching you from a distance. Somebody could be watching you from a distance. So yeah, I'm going to leave that reading there because that's a long reading. Okay, sending peace, love, and light.